Listen, are you tired of hearing your prices are too high? I know a lot of you hear that. Now, before we get into this today, I want to say the truth of the matter is most who know their numbers and what it takes to run a business are going to be way higher priced, and you're going to hear that. However, today I want to talk about 3 reasons that are not that you know your numbers of why you might be higher priced and pricing yourself out of work and making a big mistake. All right, so that's what we're going to cover today on Contractor Fight TV. Before we get into that, hit subscribe, share this with somebody, all that good stuff I'm supposed to say. Let's go do this. All right, so being high priced is not necessarily a bad thing, all right, if it's on purpose.
Money makes the world go round.
All right, when you're the higher bid on purpose because you know your numbers, you know your math, you have profit goals and things like that, then that's good. All right, but when it's not on purpose, we have problems. I'm going to get into that. But before I get into that, I want to talk about why you must charge enough, just as a refresher here. Number 1, you're a business. Okay? The goal of a business is if you said to serve my customers and anything other than to make a shit ton of money, you would be wrong. Okay? The goal of a business is to make money, to make a profit, and to make as much profit as you can possibly make. Now, some of you are freaking out because you're like, I want to be fair to my customers and I don't want to profit gouge. Okay, well, trust me, the trades does not have a profit gouging problem, okay, at all. Most contractors are broke, have debt up to here, are never home, stealing time, money, and memories from their family, which is why the Contractor Fight exists, to wake your asses up, okay? And just let me say, you can serve your community. You could build, give to charities. You could do all the things that you want to do because you're a good human being. It'll just be easier when you have money, okay? So the goal of a business is to make money, and don't ever apologize for that. It's not for somebody to admire your paint job or whatever the fuck you do, all right? The goal of a business is to make money. We talk a lot here in the Contractor Fight about pricing your work for a 50% gross profit or better. And most of y'all are on board with that if you've been watching this channel for a while. Some of you think we're full of crap. That's okay. I don't care. All right, you keep doing you, and I'll keep making millionaires. All right, and yeah, the results speak for themselves. All right, so listen, but why are you higher priced? Is it on purpose, like I asked you earlier? Okay, if your price is $5,000, somebody else is $3,000, and it's on purpose, that's a good thing. There are 3 reasons, though, that I see people, see contractors be overpriced on accident, and I just want to bring awareness of this to you guys so that you can step your game up and make sure you're dialed in with the math. The first way that I see contractors accidentally higher prices, you're guessing when you're bidding. Okay, you don't have production rates. You use what's called the WAG, W-A-G method. Anyone know what that is? Wild ass guess is what it stands for, okay? You go out to a job site and you go, I guess it's $5,000. Okay, and you literally go like this. You reach around, not that kind of reach around, but you reach around and you pluck the number out of your keister. And then you go, here, customer, here's my shitty number. Okay, I don't even know where that came from. All right, that's why we're here. We never know where we're going to get here. So listen, use the wild ass guess method of estimating. You're not consistent. That's a problem. You don't have production rates. That's a problem. Okay, you don't have a process.
That's a problem.
Your numbers are all over the place. Problems with this is it's hard to scale something like that. It's hard to train somebody on how to estimate and sell when you want to grow your business. It's hard to hold the team accountable and to know if you're over or under bid and where you're over and under bid. So I want to encourage you on this. Okay, quit playing around. Like if you got doors to install, then go, okay, it's X amount of time to install these doors. There should be production rates for everything you do in your business. Most of the things you guys do are repeatable. And every now and then you get something that's an oddball thing. And for those types of things, we would just wild ass guess and talk to the crew leaders and go, how long do you think this is going to take? We'd assign some time to it, okay? But most of you that I've seen are just way all over the place because you don't have an estimating system in place, and so your numbers are inconsistent. That's a problem. That's a problem. Second reason you might be accidentally higher priced than everybody else is you're not job costing. Okay? I want to give you a quick story here. I worked for a home builder a long time ago. It was a great relationship with this builder. We were doing 20, 30 homes a year. And this certain home that they had, custom model home that they had, I assigned 100 hours to paint the walls and stuff. Okay, we did the trim already and staining and all that. But then when we got to the walls, we gave it 100 man hours. Well, when we started job costing, we realized that it was actually taking us closer to 80 man hours to do it. So were the guys heroes, or was my bid just fat, right? Now, we had really good painters and really good production rates, and they were kicking ass and doing a great job. I'm proud of them, okay? But I was bidding wrong because at the time prior to that, I was not job costing. If you're going to bid something for 10 hours and it really takes you 8, or 100 hours and it takes you 80 or 90, you want to bid the 80. You don't want to bid the 100. All right, because you're going to be more accurate, you're going to help have a higher close rate. So for every job that you get that's similar to that, you're going to win more of them because you're right. And you're right because you've been job costing. And then that'll help you fill your schedule, have consistent work, and all those things that we want in a business. Okay, when you job cost, it allows you to make adjustments up or down. And now some of you are going to like, why would I ever go down? Well, sometimes, again, this comes to tracking your numbers. If I'm getting this type of a job and I'm only selling 10% of those, but in reality it's taking us a fraction of the time I'm bidding to produce the job, I'm leaving money on the table because I'm accidentally higher priced. So hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't, watch it again. Number 3 reason you might be accidentally overpriced. You just don't understand the math. Okay? You're ignorant to it. I didn't say you're stupid. I'm not saying anyone's stupid. I'm saying you're ignorant. Like, I'm ignorant how to bake a cake, right? I guess you follow a recipe, okay? But ask me to bake a cake or ask me to do some other skill that I just don't have knowledge in. That's ignorance. I just haven't been taught. I haven't learned. Many don't understand something as simple as how to set their break-even revenue. You know, the example of that is we used to have, and I say used to because it was confusing people, so we did away with it. We had a sheet called the what to charge sheet, okay? Where it figured out like, okay, what should I be bidding my work at per hour if it's a 100-hour job times this rate at the bottom? Well, a lot of people were getting confused with that sheet, and they were figuring out that number at the bottom. Then they were doubling it because they were confusing doubling their direct job costs that we teach to get a 50% gross profit, when I was just exposing them to a different way of pricing their work if they wanted to price it a different way. Okay? Probably none of that made sense to any of you guys, but my point here is you have to understand the math. If you don't understand the math, then you're most likely going to be way underpriced, or in some cases, way overpriced. When we dug into this with some of our members in our Battleground program, we found out they were coming up with an hourly rate of $175, per man, and they had doubled the previous number to get to that. So they were charging twice of what they needed to charge, and they were pricing themselves right out of the work. Okay? So you got to know your math. So listen, pricing right, okay? Pricing your work is more than just raise your prices. Okay? You got to pay attention to the things that we talked about here and continue to job cost, make adjustments, and learn as you go. We have a tool here for you in the description and down below. It's the contractorfight.com/job cost. It's a great starting point for you to begin to learn your numbers and make sure that you're pricing your work accurately and you're not leaving money on the table either way. So grab that resource. It's free for you. And with that, give us a rating, give us a review, all that good stuff I'm supposed to ask you to do. Share this with another contractor. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And damn it, I'm done. You guys rock. I got to roll.